said you can't make money flipping cheap products, that you need to sell phones or laptops to succeed. But I built a system flipping $6 cables and made thousands doing it. Now let's be really clear. When I first started, guys, I started in Philadelphia, and I had a mother that told me if I didn't go to college, I had to get out. And I told you guys, if you have been watching me, a bunch of stories about how I got started in a bunch of different scenarios, right? But here's the thing. The point of the matter is I didn't start out as a struggling homeless person. I didn't start out in a position to where I didn't have nowhere to sleep. No, I had my grandmother's couch, and I was very much in an okay position, right? Like I had a roof over my head, I had food in my stomach, and of course I did not settle, right? I could have just went to go and look for a job, but I was broke, and I wanted to make $500 myself. I wanted to make thousands of dollars myself. I didn't want to have to depend on anybody to put food on my table. One of the biggest pain points as a reseller is finding wholesale products that are reliable, good quality, and can also be delivered fast. I created a website, wesply.com, and this is my website. This is the homepage, guys. And let's go through a quick walkthrough to show you guys the benefits. So we have a reseller's kit. Now this comes with a 50 and 30 piece reseller's kit. But wait, before we do that, let me actually show you. You see this chat box on the right hand side? You can type in any type of product or order you are looking for, and the assistant will actually find it and send you an invoice if we have that product, which most of the time we do. Next, we go to the reseller's kit. This comes in 30 and 50 pieces. This is a wholesale kit that has a bunch of products in it for you to start selling. Now, this is great for people that are just getting started or people that are looking to start scaling their stores fast with a bunch of inventory. This is really interesting because the boxes are really affordable, $250 for 30 and $320 for 50. Now we're at the Max clones. You can get a bunch of different colors. We always have these in stock. Now, remind you, everything is in the United States of America, and everything is 2-day shipping when you select that option. Now you'll see you can get different bundles. If you just buy one, it's going to be the highest price because that is one being purchased. Now these are the Hustler pods. You can get 6, you can get 6, 12, 4, you can get it 1, a whole bunch of different quantities, all right? And this is because I wanted you guys to be able to make your choice on what you are looking to actually get. Now, let's go back to some audio. And if we look at Bluetooth headsets, you can see that we have the Maxes, we have the replicas. We're going to go and continue looking. So let's look at wireless headphones or wired headphones. Matter of fact, these are going to be headphones that are just wired. We got speakers. These are all wholesale. So again, guys, these are a bunch of products that you can actually get. Let's click on this one. So if you go to the WS667 speaker, you can get this for wholesale $75 for 6. So again, guys, we make sure we keep the best price possible. And of course, we do have the replicas and we do have the clones. Now, when it comes to more headphones and chargers, I want to let you guys know chargers are always top quality in the OEM. So here are a bunch of different chargers. Now, we only list trending products. It's very important. So if you see something is not there, it's because we don't have any trending products in that sector. Those are adapters. And again, we want to make sure we are harping on selling trending products. Now we have build your own box where you can build your own box but get certain products in it. So you can get a 4-piece box, but you get a bunch of options that are customized that you can actually pick. This is good for people that want to just start. For $64, you're getting a bunch of good high-end reselling products. Then you can go to the 6-piece product box, which is $84.99, and you can do the same thing, but now you can get Max clones. It unlocks a little bit more options, okay? And again, you're getting a bunch of products that are trending. And last but not least, our most popular when it comes to build your own box is going to be the 12-piece. Now, this is $134. Then you're going to get a bunch of clones, you're going to get a bunch of adapters, whatever you choose. You can actually test products this way for you to be able to scale and sell. We want to set you up for success, guys, and we're going to get back to the video. But before, I want to let you guys know you can log in, create an account with us, and you get more tips, tricks, and deals emailed to you. Let's get back to the video. The reason is because when I was in high school, I saw someone take that and rip it right under my feet. And it was Sam's Club. And they fired me because I was too young to work there, a lot about my age. And I was working there during high school, and I couldn't go when they started scheduling me for certain times. And they fired me, right? And they had every right to. But it was just a point of me realizing that I was living so good. I was walking and talking differently. I felt powerful when I had a job. I felt powerful when I had some type of income coming in. And I got that taste, and I did never want to allow someone to take that from me again. And I think that was something that needed to happen to me. I needed it to happen to me. I needed to feel like something was getting ripped up from under me, and I needed to feel the hurt, right? So what did I do? I saw people ignoring certain products. I saw people ignoring electronics, especially in my field, especially when I started flipping phones. I saw people selling a bunch of different drones and hoverboards at the time, because this is when hoverboards just came out. And they were really popular. But I saw people ignoring chargers. A lot of people were ignoring cables, not me, okay? I'm the type of person, I'll assess what the situation is, and I'll look at what people are not hitting, and I'll try to hit on that, right? So when it came to these cables, I had to think, am I going to actually flip hoverboards like everybody else? I did. Or am I going to do hoverboards and cables because people need cables on a consistent basis? Fun fact, some of my products in my early eBay days were actually chargers, and I actually got my first business clientele from selling headphones and chargers, and I sell them in bulk to businesses, and I started to say, oh my God, this is changing my life. And then I moved to Mercari. And then $6 cable bundles started to turn to like $25 bundles sales, and I started realizing that like cables like this, I was able to like utilize. I was able to go ahead and use adapters just like this USB adapter. I used to have like 5 of these and 5 cables, and I could bundle them and build my own bundles, and it would be an unknown variety that I can make. Like I could make so many different combinations. It wasn't funny. And this was something that changed my perspective, and I started to see that people were actually interested in not just chargers, but a bunch of them. People wanted to know how many they could actually get for the cheapest amount. And mind you, chargers don't cost that much money. At times they can cost less than 90 cents, and sometimes $1, sometimes $1.25. And of course, I give you guys the plug at wesply.com. If you don't know, that is my wholesale website, where we are dedicated to helping resellers just like you get products in the United States, 2-day shipping for you to be able to get OEM quality chargers for you to be able to sell. Now, we don't just sell chargers, we sell speakers, a bunch of different trending items. We sell everything, right? But again, when it comes to being able to sell cheap products, I want you guys to know it is possible. You don't have to start with $300 or $500. You can get a 20-piece charging pack and turn this into $25 to $30 and then go from there. It is easy for you to be able to build, but you just got to know exactly how to position it. Now, let's talk about the products that I use. So, when it comes to products I usually get 20-piece packs like this on a consistent basis. Now, these 20-piece packs come in USB-C, USB-C to Lightning, USB to Lightning, USB-C to micro. What else? We got 10-foot, 6-foot, 3-foot. We got all of those options, and again, with that endless variety, there's so many people and so many ways you can hit different targets. Now, not even just that, guys. You also can go and start selling things like this, the RGB cable, or we even have things like this that have started developing and selling faster. You can do a bunch of different varieties with these cables, and the reason I like cables is because phone stores. So let me explain to you why I like the way that these phone stores have manipulated the system. Because while yes, we're selling cables, guys, we also can start selling things like this, which is the Type-C adapter. Even we can start selling things like this, which is the USB adapter. Now, we start selling Type-C adapters in bundles and packs because cell phone stores started charging people $20 for these, when these only cost like $3.50. At wesply.com, you can get these for the low. And I'm telling you, people sleep on these all the time because they don't bundle them, and they also don't understand if you are customer facing, people will pay a really good price for these because they don't want to pay $20 or $15 in AT&T. I'm telling you right now, this is a steal because people don't get that if you go and you find where people are struggling to understand why they're paying a high inflated price and actually give them a price that they actually can afford, they will stick with you. But not just that. 9 times out of 10, if you let AT&T, Verizon, and T-Mobile inflate the price, they'll buy more from you because they think that you're the plug. when all along you're just the person selling it for a fair price. Now, how do I sell them? So when it comes to selling chargers, guys, it comes to knowing exactly how and when, right? So you can get 20 of the Type-C adapters and 20 cables and you can make $100 easy. But you gotta really know how to put them up, right? So you really wanna list more than what you have. So what I would do is I would list 20 chargers and 20 adapters, and I would list that as a bundle. Then I'll list 6 adapters and 6 chargers as a bundle. But I'll do that for the Type-C to Lightning, Type-C to Type-C, Type-C to micro. I'll do that to USB to Lightning. I'll do it for all varieties. And I'll start listing a whole bunch of bundles. Now, let me explain to you the theory behind bundles. See, people don't want to run out of chargers, and also people have a assumption that chargers don't last regardless. Now, have you ever been without a charger? I'm sure you have, right? And you know how painful that is, right? So I'll give you a really good example. I have a kiosk in a airport, and I'll just dox myself. It's the Philadelphia airport. I have a kiosk where I'm selling chargers. We charge people an arm and a leg for chargers, and they'll pay. They'll pay because they need it. So just imagine if you go somewhere where people need chargers, but they don't have it. And then you start bundling them and say, hey, I got a 2-pack. I got a 3-pack. You can get more bang for your buck, and also you move more quantity for quality pricing. And it is a benefit to everybody, the consumer and you, because while you do win, they do feel like they're winning too. So we sell these where people need them. We don't really just sell online only. We sell in person too, because we tend to see people, they appreciate it in person just like they do online. Stop being scared to get out there. Go customer facing, and you'll make profit that you would never imagine. Now, we've had several people, I'm talking about hundreds, make 300 plus from selling cables. Now, they sell a bunch of variety, and usually they're paying around 100 at most for these charging bundles, because they're getting every single type C to Lightning, Type C to Type C, USB to Lightning. Then they're getting adapters as well, which these are really high sellers, just to let y'all know. And it's beautiful, because I think having people understand that all you need is $100 to start an empire, it changes people's perspectives. And I think that you have to also realize that chargers are almost obsolete when it comes to returns. I will say, when you are selling OEM chargers, which is the only type of chargers we have, you rarely get any type of return. So if you have a low return rate and low cost plus fast shipping, that equals maximum profits on a consistent basis. Chargers are great products to start an eBay or even an Amazon with, because see, chargers have low expectations and customers give reviews automatically. Once they get them and they use them for the phone, they see it charges, they usually will give feedback, and it's usually positive. And this is a great way to build your eBay to becoming a top seller account. And again, I'm just giving you guys the tips and tricks, and if you guys don't know, you guys need to follow me again at Hustlertaughtme on TikTok and on Instagram. And make sure you guys click the link in the bio and join my community, because in my community, I share a lot of tips, and I ain't gonna share too many right now, but I share a lot of tips on how to move products like this and spend the least amount of money for the most amount of returns. And also I give you guys ideas like pop-up shops and a bunch of different things. And I'll give you guys one just because I want you to see how much value I do give out in the community. There's a way that you can start listing and actually setting up in places such as LA Fitness, right? Like going to a gym and selling headphones is really beneficial, because what happens to that person whose headphones breaks in the gym, or the person that forgets the headphones, and the person that doesn't have headphones but you got $5 headphones they can buy while they run on the treadmill? I'm just saying, it's a bunch of different possibilities that you could do, and I got some answers because I have a bunch of experience, because I've failed so many times. Okay, now make this very clear. Cheap doesn't mean broke. It doesn't mean that you're broke. It doesn't mean you don't got any money. It means that you value your dollar and you want to make a great profit and you want to convert. It also also gives you a head start and allows you to be able to build and grow in a consistent basis without having maximum risk. So if you guys haven't already, definitely go to wesply.com, go to the charging section and check out the cables. If you guys have any questions, don't ever hesitate to comment, because I do respond with videos more than just text to give you guys clear, crystal clear answers. I want you guys to know I really appreciate you watching, and of course hope you subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.